as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. This will be taken about the 12. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Gun.
Caught right side, Davis. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Raiders' 44-yard line.
Hey, 180. Check right 54. Right 54. Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of 20. Great.
From the gun, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
56. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180. Right there. 56. Record.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check 24.
Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able. To avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They go play action here on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
I'll tell you what, partner, let me go nostalgic here for a moment. You just don't see fullbacks use as weapons like we're seeing right now. Just think about 20 years ago. You had guys like Mike Allstott, Tom Rathman, Moose Johnston in Dallas. Now, it's almost something you never see. Throwing it to the fullback and letting him make a big play.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Help me. Hey, turn it up. Check. Crunch. Check your hot read.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all out.
That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Gun.
Throwing is Newton. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Cleveland Farrell in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Yeah, the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Watch the safety creep.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Throw right side, caught by Davis. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Now Newton on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Corey Davis with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Makes the score Chargers 10, Raiders 6.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jacobs now, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position,
that's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
if this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
You can't block me. Gun.
They'll try the left side. It's Jackson, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Back. Great.
Now a give, right side. Jackson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
50 seconds to Mike. In your face.
Here's Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field.
6'6", pull it high. Let's make these babies cry. Ready, one. Tight go.
Now Carr to try again after the pick-6. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, alert 3. It's a 56.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Newton. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Pick the edge. Come. Hey, Raider 2.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Check 21. Switch.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw his Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Carr. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day, offense. Deuce right, T. He's checking.
Shotgun now for Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down, it's Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Hey, 734. 56.
Carr now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now Carr. This is caught. It's Ryan Graham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Carr to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 10 more there and another first down. Again, it's Carr. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now, Carr He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, it's Jackson. And he's got Rome. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
First target, first catch, and a first down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Carr. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Great. Ball trot. 8.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Brandon Marshall coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26.
Let's go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Looking for the end. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, what a move. And now running right through it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Throwing now is Carr. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Carr. Space to maneuver at the 40. Man open left side is Brown.
And there's a man they call AB. Always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards.
Yeah, you're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Newton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they...
Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Running the toss here to Jacobs. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 44, Carr. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He can run, and now the ball's out. Carr lost it, fumble, and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Gun. Great.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun.
Throwing here, Newton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Gun.
65.
They fake the give. Newton. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Alert 3. Gun.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. One final try now for Carr. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense.